ShoryuuEn Genmaicha from Shiga. We'll brew it at the 1 to 75, 2-minute rolling boil standard. I've been doing quite a bit of research, you could say, on making Genmaicha lately, because I have a request for one. So I thought I'll blend one up myself. So we have here pretty crudely shaped needles, but they're all pretty big and thick. You do have a little bit of stem in here too. Not much though. If we're just talking about the leaf, it's like 90% leaf, no, maybe more, 95% leaf and 5% stem. None of the rice grains have exploded or popped, so they pop like popcorn when you roast them deep. These look like they're roasted pretty deep. They haven't popped. So I wonder why that is. It smells pleasant. It smells like puffed rice. A little wheaty maybe. Like a puffed wheat as well. Like I don't know, crackers that old people eat, basically. It's an aroma I'm quite familiar with, being an old person myself. There's a spice to it though, and I think I haven't eaten anything for like over 12 hours, I guess. And there's no reason that my hands would smell like Indian spice. I don't know, something about this has this kind of Indian spice blend, a kind of a curry sort of note. And it's, you know, probably more to do with like caramelized onion than with curry, but curries tend to have those things. Just from my paperwork, we have about inch-long needles. For the most part, pretty uniform in the length, but the thickness is sometimes 3 millimeters. Oh, anyway, I will get my water. Alexa, start a timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, starting now.
What I find interesting is that for the amount of rice which is in here, which is not a lot, it sure does have a profound smell. And I wonder what is up with that, because even when seemingly I use triple the amount of rice that I roast myself, I don't get this kind of yeah, profound roasted note. And then if I do, the rice is like burned. So I wonder how it's roasted, because it's quite even as well. So is it in an oven? Because I did mine pan fried. That could be the problem. It has a popcorn aroma when you burn popcorn, or when you get close to burning it. I held back saying that there was a fishiness. I don't know. Alexa, stop. I don't know if it's actually fishy or it's tied into the burn smell. It's like, I guess in my memory, it's like if you cook a flaky fish on a pretty wide grill, and that when you try to turn it or something, it may break, and that pieces may fall to the bottom of the oven where the heating element is, and it may be too hot to rescue them right away, so they basically turn to carbon. Or if you barbecue the fish, there could be areas where, because of flame ups from the fish oil, places get like really burned. Maybe I'm just horrible at cooking. That's maybe what it is. But those aromas, when that happens to fish, and it does get really burned. If it's not burned popcorn, it's that burned white fish. This is less burned smelling than the direct brewing tea. It's a good smell. It's savory. It reminds me of ramen. What about ramen though? Is it ramen's broth? Pardon me. It could be like the nori, which is in ramen. So seasoned nori with, I don't know what they season it with. Would it be maybe soy sauce and salt? Painted on and then kind of baked a little bit. I think if it's not nori, it's something related to onion. It's something green, cooked, spiced, seasoned green. The color is in the world of yellow. It looks like it could be a little green, especially around the meniscus, the kind of the edge of the liquid on the glass. But for the most part, I would say it's yellow. In the video, it looks quite, honestly, pretty accurate. It looks greener in the video than with my own eyes, though. Nonetheless, I don't know what I'm going to call it. We're going to call it Old Ivory. Let's see. The clarity is 10 out of 10. Pretty good. It's got a nice richness to it. It very quickly just drops for the flavor. Like it comes and goes. There's not really any development or finish, but it tastes good while you drink it. Be the simplest tea yet. Frankly, that's kind of what you expect, and that's what you pay for with Genmaicha, because it's so cheap usually. It's kind of tough thinking anything to say. Maybe I can't really say anything other than it's fine. I would say that I aspire to make a Genmaicha that has a finish and that has unfolding flavor, complexity, and things like that. Maybe that's too ambitious of a Genmaicha. Maybe that's not what people want. This is good. Maybe not every tea needs to be something that you sit and contemplate. Maybe you can just shut up and drink it. And to them I say, you're wrong. Every tea needs contemplation. That's the reason why we drink tea. Might as well drink hot water if you don't want to think about it. It's nice and warm. Upon drinking as much as I've had so far, there is something of a salty oiliness which is building up at the back of my mouth. Deep baked, slightly salty, brown green is what I taste. Nothing really sticks out more than that. Yeah, it's good. I'd be happy with it. I am happy with it. Could be better, sure. It's simple tea. It smells so good, I want to eat it. I'd have to draw a picture, frankly. Drawing this envelope of money here. There are these things. I think, I don't know, where do they, is it a cereal? It's either a cereal or a snack. I actually don't remember. It's been a very long time. But we have these things. They're little puffs of baked or fried wheat. I suppose they're cereal. I think that there's probably both. Deep baked that plus salt would be what this smells like. And almost what it tastes like. I think that there's a little bit of a disconnect. in the tea. And the fragrance of this, and I suspect that I could close that gap between the two by just brewing it longer. Maybe going like there's no astringency at all. From that perspective, I could go much further with the time. Maybe I would go 4 minutes, 5. Well, I would probably just do 5 minutes for the next pot and see how it goes. I wouldn't brew it stronger than this. This power is pretty pleasant. I might even consider brewing it weaker than this if I'm going to steep it for 5 minutes, just so it doesn't get overwhelming. But I wouldn't change that right away. I would want to taste it with this power brewed for 5 minutes and then adjust it afterwards. That would be my next step, and I suspect that's what I will do. Aroma and concentration are 5 out of 10. Astringency is 0. Finish is a 3. And the weight, could be 5 as well. Oh god, I'm all sweaty and gross now. I'm gonna drink more tea. I have next sencha. Thanks for watching.